Welcome to the shadow frequency, where the veil between this world and the next grows thin, and the things that whisper in the dark are given voice. From the cryptic candlelit studios, deep in the Indiana forests, your host, Matt Wilson, and his spectral producer, Juniper Ravenwood, unearth the forbidden, the forgotten, and the fearsome. So, still your heart, dim the light, and listen closely. For once you tune into the shadow frequency, you may never tune out.
Okay, file cabinet's open.
That never sounds reassuring.
It shouldn't. I'm already passing over a couple things we absolutely don't need tonight. Nope, not that. Definitely not that.
Juniper, please tell me you're not narrating as you go.
Oh, I am. Oh.
What's oh?
I've got a small sealed test tube here, glass, cold to the touch.
Why is there a test tube in the file cabinet?
Because this place hates us. It's labeled handwritten, remains, subject 0.
Subject 0?
Yeah, and Matt, the contents are glowing.
Okay, that's not normal glowing, right? That's not like glow-in-the-dark science kit glowing?
No, that's more of a please don't drop me glow.
Why does it say remains?
I don't know, but the glow just got brighter when the lights flickered.
All right, that's going back in the cabinet. We're not starting the show with subject 0 breaking loose.
Agreed. Back you go. Nope, hard pass on that. Okay, continuing to dig. Folders, redacted pages. Here we go.
That sounds more like it.
Tonight's file, episode 259.
What are we dealing with?
The Yara-ma-yha-who, Australia's daytime vampire.
Daytime?
Broad daylight, fig trees, no fangs, no coffin, just a thing that waits above you and drops.
I really don't like where this is going.
Good, because this one doesn't hum at night. It hunts when you think you're safe.
All right, let's open the file. Welcome to the Shadow Frequency. Tonight, episode 259, the Yara-ma-yha-who, Australia's daytime vampire.
You are tuned to the shadow frequency, where every whisper tells a story from beyond the veil. Hosted by Matt Wilson. Produced by Juniper Ravenwood. With Chris Beach. The darkness continues.
Picture this, the bright Australian sun beating down on the endless bushland. Ancient fig trees stretching their branches like silent guardians. You're walking alone, seeking shade under one of those massive canopies, and something watches from above. Not a bird, not an animal, but a small red figure with an enormous head, waiting patiently for you to rest. In the heart of Aboriginal folklore lurks a creature that flips every vampire story you know upside down. It doesn't creep in the shadows of night. Now it hunts in broad daylight. Tonight on the Shadow Frequency, we're diving into the chilling legend of the Yara-ma-yha-who, Australia's forgotten daytime vampire.
Oh man, Juniper, you've got me glancing up at every tree branch now.
Right.
Yeah, this one's wild, way stranger than the caped counts we're used to.
Uh-huh.
Stick around, folks. We're about to uncover a monster that drains blood with its fingers, swallows people whole, and turns them into, well, one of itself.
Exactly. It's equal parts bizarre and bone-chilling. Over to you, Matt. Take us into the bush.
Thanks, Juniper, for digging deep into the file cabinet again and pulling out this absolute gem of a nightmare. Folks, imagine the vast sun-drenched landscapes of southeastern Australia. Places where the Ngarrindjeri people and other Aboriginal communities have passed down stories through the generations. Oral traditions that carry warnings as old as the land itself. Among these tales hides one of the most unsettling vampire figures you'll ever encounter, the Yara-ma-yha-who. This creature doesn't fit our usual mold of pale nocturnal bloodsuckers lurking in castles or graveyards. No, the Yara-ma-yha-who is a daylight hunter, a small red-skinned being that perches silently in the branches of wild fig trees, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The legend comes straight from Aboriginal oral traditions preserved and shared with the wider world in the early 20th century by a remarkable man named David Unaipon. He was a Ngarrindjeri reinventor, writer, and preacher, one of the first Aboriginal authors to publish in English, who collected these ancient stories in the 1920s. Sadly, his work was plagiarized and published under someone else's name for decades, but eventually his original manuscripts were restored. Thanks to Unaipon, we have this haunting tale today. Now let me paint a picture for you. The Yara-ma-yha-who is described as a little red frog-like man, no taller than a child, with smooth, bright red skin that almost glows against the green leaves. Its head is grotesquely oversized, dominating its spindly body, and its mouth, the mouth, is enormous, stretching wide like a cavern but completely toothless. Instead of fangs, this thing has suction cups on the tips of its long fingers and toes, like an octopus grafted onto a humanoid form. It sits up there in the fig tree, motionless, blending into the shadows of the leaves, its wide eyes fixed on the ground below. Now here's where it gets truly eerie. Unlike every vampire story you've ever heard, this creature doesn't prowl under the cover of darkness. It's active only in the daytime, dropping silently onto unsuspecting travelers who stop to rest beneath its tree. You sit down for a break, maybe lean against the trunk, wiping sweat from your brow, and suddenly it falls upon you. Those sucker-tipped fingers and toes latch onto your skin, draining your blood slowly, relentlessly. You feel your strength ebbing away, your body growing weak as it feeds. But it doesn't stop there. Once you're drained enough, the Yara-ma-yha-who opens that massive toothless maw impossibly wide and swallows you whole, alive. It gulps you down like a snake devouring prey, then waddles off to a nearby waterhole, drinks deeply, and settles in for a nap. While it's sleeping, something unimaginable happens inside its belly. When it awakens, it regurgitates you, spits you back out onto the ground, still breathing, still alive, but chained. You're shorter now, your skin tinged with a reddish hue that wasn't there before. You stumble away, disoriented, thinking you've escaped. But if you're unlucky enough to cross paths with another Yara-ma-yha-who or the same one again, the cycle repeats. Each time, it drains you, swallows you, regurgitates you. With every encounter, you shrink a little more. Your skin grows redder until one final time, you're transformed completely. You become one of them. A new Yara-ma-yha-who doomed to perch in the fig trees, waiting for the next lone wanderer. Can you imagine the horror, waking up after being vomited out, alive but altered, knowing that if it happens again, you'll lose yourself forever? These stories were told around campfires to children, warning them never to stray alone into the bush, especially during the day when the sun is high and the trees offer tempting shade. The elders would emphasize, if you feel something watching you, if you hear a faint rustle above, play dead. Lie completely still until sunset, because the Yara-ma-yha-who only hunts the living, and only while the sun shines. At dusk, it retreats, and you might have a chance to flee. This legend isn't just about fear, it's woven into the fabric of survival in that harsh landscape. The fig trees, those ancient stranglers with their thick canopies, become places of dread. You start to wonder, is that shadow moving? Is something red glinting in the branches? The Yara-ma-yha-who embodies the unseen dangers of the Australian wilds, a reminder that the land holds secrets and spirits that demand respect. And think about the transformation aspect. It's so insidious, not a quick death, but a slow corruption, turning victims into perpetrators. It's like the ultimate curse becoming the very thing that preyed upon you. Stories like this linger because they tap into that primal unease, that feeling of being watched from above in a place where you should feel safe. Phew, just describing it makes the daylight feel a little less friendly, doesn't it? What if those fig trees are hiding more than we know?
Yeah, unofficially never resting under a tree again.
Right.
That's deeply unsettling.
Hang tight, everyone. We'll dive deeper after the break. Juniper, tease them a bit.
Wow, that first half has me rethinking every picnic I've ever had under a tree. The Yara-ma-yha-who is one of those legends that sticks with you. The daylight hunter, the slow transformation, brr. What are you all thinking out there? Are you glancing up at the branches now? Do that more to uncover in the second half, including some thoughts on where this nightmare might come from. But first, a quick word from Chris.
Thanks, Juniper. And hey, don't forget, if you're enjoying the show, give us a like and subscribe. You can follow The Shadow Frequency on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and of course, all the major podcast directories. Want more? Head over to shadowfrequencypodcast.com, where you'll find every episode, our brand new Shadow blog with companion articles, and our merch store with some eerie cool swag. Plus, we'd love to hear from you. Leave us a voicemail right on the site and let us know where you're listening from. We might feature your message in an upcoming episode. And if you'd like to support the show, you can even buy us a coffee. Every bit helps keep the shadows whispering. Back to you, Juniper.
All right, and to fire up the Spectral Cosmic Message Materializer, flipping the switches now, letting the ether hum a little. Let's see what drifts in from the void tonight. Faint signal cutting through the static.
Retrieved from the void.
A message from the desert shadows. Let's tune it in and hear what our listener has to share. This one's from Ronnie H., listening all the way from Prescott, Arizona. Ronnie writes, "Hey, Matt and Juniper. My name's Ronnie H., and I'm listening from Prescott, Arizona. Been meaning to write in for a while now, but tonight felt like the right moment. Most of you memes, once the house quiets down and the desert air cools off, I put on the Shadow Frequency while laying in bed. Lights off, just drifting towards sleep. There's something about the pacing of the show, the way you let the stories breathe, that makes it perfect for that in-between state where you're not fully awake anymore, but your imagination is wide open. I usually listen on Spotify, and I'm especially hooked on UFO cases, time anomalies, and those Keep Guy conspiracy episodes that make you stop and think, well, maybe. The episodes where things don't get neatly wrapped up are my favorite, the ones that linger in your head long after the audio fades out. Anyway, just wanted to say thanks for keeping me company out here in the desert nights. You definitely made falling asleep a lot more interesting and occasionally a little unsettling, in the best way. Keep the static rolling. Ronnie, listening from the shadows of Arizona." Ronnie, that is so cool to hear. Nothing beats knowing the show is drifting through those quiet desert nights with you, stirring up the imagination just enough to keep things eerie. Thanks for tuning in and for the kind words. We love those lingering stories, too. And remember, folks, if you got your own thoughts, sightings, or just want to share how the show haunts your dreams, hit us up at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com. Back over to you, Matt. Let's head deeper in through the thick trees.
You are tuned to the Shadow Frequency, where every whisper tells a story from beyond the veil. The darkness continues.
Thanks, Juniper. That mailbag hit just right. Ronnie, we're glad we're keeping those Arizona nights interesting. Shout out to all of you out there drifting off to these tales. Just don't blame us if something red drops from the ceiling fan. All right, picking up where we left off in the sunlit bushlands of southeastern Australia. We've set the scene with the Yara-ma-yha-who, this bizarre redskin daytime predator preserved through Aboriginal oral traditions and brought to wider attention by David Unaipon. His efforts in the 1920s captured these stories at a time when they were risk fading away. And even though his work was stolen and republished under another name for years, it's now rightfully recognized as a vital piece of cultural heritage. Diving deeper, the creature's appearance is what really lingers in the mind. That frog-like body covered in vivid red skin with limbs that seem too long and thin for its frame. The head, disproportionately huge, almost cartoonish if it weren't so terrifying, topped with a gaping, toothless mouth that can stretch to swallow a full-grown person. And those suckers? Imagine feeling them attach, pulling life from you drop by drop. It's not a violent bite, it's a slow, intimate drain, like the creature is savoring every moment. The hunting method amplifies the dread. Perched motionless in fig trees, these massive shadowy giants common in the region, it waits for isolation. A lone traveler, a curious child wandering too far, anyone seeking respite from the harsh sun. The drop is sudden, silent, then the feeding, the swallowing, the bizarre dance some versions mention as it digests before the regurgitation. Victims emerge alive but diminished, shorter, redder, marked by the encounter. Repeated attacks seal the fate, full transformation into another Yara-ma-yha-who perpetuating the cycle. Survival tips in the lore add that layer of desperate hope. Play dead, utterly still because it ignores the lifeless. Wait for sunset when it retreats. These warnings served as a profound purpose, cautionary tales for children, instilling the dangers of straying alone, of ignoring the land's hidden perils. In a landscape full of real threats, snakes, drop bears, extreme heat, the Yara-ma-yha-who embodied the need for vigilance and community. But here's something to chew on as we wrap our minds around this. While the legend is profoundly paranormal in its telling, some have wondered about real-world roots. For instance, cryptozoologists like Bernard Hubelmans suggest it might echo ancient memories of tarsiers, those wide-eyed nocturnal primates from Southeast Asia with adhesive pads on their fingers that could superficially resemble suckers. Trade or migration could have carried distorted tales to Australia. Others point to extinct marsupials like the Thylacoleo, tree-dwelling carnivores that ambushed from above, mirroring the drop attack. Or perhaps it's symbolic, red skin evoking sunburn or environmental hazards, the transformation warning of the bush's power to change those who disrespect it. Of course, these are just rational threads in a tapestry of pure cultural myth, explanations that ground it without diminishing the chill. Because even if inspired by real animals or dangers, the Yara-ma-yha-who stands as a unique horror, a vampire that thrives in the light, turning victims not through a bite, but through a grotesque rebirth. It challenges our vampire tropes completely. No romance, no eternal night, just absurd, relentless terror in the everyday sun. Folklore like this doesn't just scare, it teaches, preserves, binds communities through shared fear. And it leaves you wondering, in those quiet moments under a tree, is something ancient still waiting? So, next time you're in the bush, keep moving, don't look up.
Nope, hard pass on tree shade forever now.
Yeah, it's one that sticks. Juniper, wrap us up.
What a wild ride through Australia's daytime nightmare, the Yara-ma-yha-who, a legend that proves that the scariest monsters don't always hide in the dark. Thanks for joining us on the episode of Shadow Frequency. We hope it lingers just enough to make your next walk in the woods a little more aware. As always, if you got your own stories, questions, or just want to share the static, email us at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com. You can check out our website at shadowfrequencypodcast.com and find us on all the social haunts. We'll be back soon with Mo the Strange Case from the Shadows. Matt, you want to say goodnight?
Good night, everyone. Sleep tight, and whatever you do, stay out of the fig trees.
Until next time, keep listening through the frequency. Good night, Shadow Seekers.
This episode was conjured with a solemn vow to explore the unexplained while remaining bound to the truths that have been unearthed. All interpretations are speculative and offered only for your enlightenment and your entertainment.